Having hobbies is more than just engaging in activities you love. It can also be good for your health. According to researchers at UCLA, there are many benefits to having a hobby. Some of those include a boost in mental health, improvements in cognitive functions, and a reduced risk in chronic diseases like heart disease, stroke, and dementia. So Amy, what's a good way to pick a hobby?
Well, I hate to tell you, I don't like the word hobby. I don't like the word hobby. I don't. I think it's narrow. I think for me, it's thinking about what you would want to do that is outside of yourself, that has some purpose. Maybe you want to join an organization. But you know what I really think about? When I stopped working full time, in that frenetic pace, there was just time for me and I was just decompressing. And I think anybody that's out there that's having that change in time is to let yourself be and take all the pressure off by saying, when you're asked, do you want to join? Do you want to get on this board? Do you want to go plant this tree? You just say, maybe, and don't commit yourself too early, because I'm just feeling now differently than I did when I stopped working full time a year ago.
Right, but you still feel like you have purpose.
Yes.
And a lot of retirees lose that sense of purpose because we tie who we are to what we do. So most people, if you say, hey, who are you? Your answer oftentimes will be, I'm a doctor, I'm a gerontologist, and we tell who we are, what we do instead of who we are. And so I see this with a lot of retirees where they retire and then they just dig inside themselves and they lose that sense of worth. And so a hobby can be a health plan. It really can, because it gives you value and it gives you worth and it gives you purpose. It doesn't have to be playing ball. It doesn't have to be those kind of things. For me, it's working in the yard. It's going out and gardening, getting my hands dirty and planting something.
It's having time to do things that you didn't have time to do before because you had to go to work. So it's basically, and then sometimes when people, some people, they're planning their retirement, so it's gradual. They're already thinking about the things, gradually getting into it, as opposed to just abruptly stopping and making a decision. So I can see both ways, but I think it's the engagement and the movement, and it's keeping the brain going and stimulating and keeping balance and endurance and just engagement with the world, and maybe doing some things that you didn't have time to do before because you had to go to work. Yeah. Like for me, I would love to volunteer and do different services for things like that.
Yeah, but just giving some thought to, all right, now I'm my own social director.
True.
What am I going to schedule for myself to do to keep myself entertained, really functioning and sharp? And exercise, that'd be a great hobby. Let's learn yoga, Pilates.
Right. I have a really close friend in her retirement, took up a paintbrush, and her paintings are unbelievable. She found out she had this crazy hidden talent, and she's an amazing artist. And people are paying a lot of money for her paintings now.
One thing I will say is that it has to be something that sparks you, and you can give it a try. Does it spark me or does it not? It has to be something that you think is a great thing to spend your time on.